Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me okay. Alright, so today we're going to talk about Alliance War. I'm going to start with Path 9. I'm going to go down, I guess, I don't know if I'll go in order or not, from 9, 8, 7. So I don't know if I'll go in reverse order, but I'm just going to go from the most difficult path, or what could be the most difficult path, if you place correctly, and I might go from the most difficult to the weakest path that you should completely just throw your trash cans on. Personally, right now, arguably, you could say, one of these paths in the beginning is the most trash, or 7, you can say, is probably the most trash that you don't even need to worry about. The only champion that I've seen that's good on it is, well, actually two of them, Black Cat and Atuma. He's the only one. Those are the only ones that I've seen that can bypass Apocalypse, and he's usually the one people bring, I guess. So anyway, for 9, I took this one for a long time. Personally, I'm just gonna tell you, I've taken every single path, so I know all these paths. In this tier, in higher tiers, in lower tiers, I've taken them in many different tiers. I've been playing this game for a very, very, very long time. So in 9, what you want to do, ideally, if you're going to be like really, really super smart about it, is yeah, don't place the ones you see right here. The ones you see, this is not me. This is my team doing it. But yeah, so on this path, in case you don't know, this is incinerate poison, and then you got blood in the water, and then this one also is incinerate poison. So they're tying together a lot of nodes that regard to this path. So uh, what teams will do is they will have one person take all 3 of these nodes right here, and then they'll have that same person do this node. They'll have that same person do this node with the Misty, this node, and then they'll have them sometimes even do even the boss, this node. So yeah, you could just assume most teams, they're going to be really, really dumb. They're going to do that. They're going to make someone do that. And a lot of times it'll be okay because you'll get champs like this, like Null or, Misty or something. You'll get random champs that people just dump on 9. They don't realize how powerful this path is. But yeah, basically, in my opinion, it's the most powerful path. Arguably, one of the middle ones, 5, might be one of the more difficult ones. Arguably, 8 is a little difficult. But yeah, to me, 9 has the most potential to be the most garbage path in the entire thing. The teams we've been facing are using this planetary node, but another annoying one is the one where some champions will make you glance, and that, my friends, is probably the worst one. If you really want to be a dick and you want to load up 9, you want to run that glancing one, and you want to especially put champions like, I don't know, Void right here is really garbage because you can't. You're not gonna bring Magneto because he'll just. I mean, you could bring him, but he's gonna die. You could bring. The only person that I saw that was even remotely decent is either bursting it with Shang-Chi, which you're gonna get debuffs on you every second, and he's gonna glance your crits. Or the only real counter I've seen is Jabari, and you either have to bring Black Panther with you, wasting an entire spot, or you have to wait after every time he throws a special. You have to wait until the glancing goes away, and you have to pray that they also don't put Ant-Man there or anything stupid like that already has more glancing. So on this path, what you want to do is load up anyone that requires a specific counter. Personally, I wouldn't place. It's kind of a situation where you can place I see Arcus a lot over here. You can place an Arcus on one of these nodes. This one, preferably this one or the first one. Don't put them on this one, because that gives the opportunity for someone on 7 or 8 to actually have to do something and bring the counter for it. So you'd want to put them on one of these two. It forces someone to bring a Mephisto or someone who's capable of countering not only the incinerating poison, but his annoying crap and his power gain and all that other crap. I mean, you guys know how Arcus is, right? So let's just say you put Arcus here, though. Let's just say you put him on the first one, right? So that's one counter they have to bring. So you know they're going to bring a Mephisto. You know they're going to bring someone specifically for Arcus. I don't know who else you could possibly get away with bringing. That is incinerate, at least incinerate immune. That could beat Arcus. I'm not sure who you can bring to do that. Anyway, so then the next thing you want to do is place a champion that is completely different and requires another specific champion. For this one, you see they get a decent power rate. Don't put Arcus on this fucking node. Please don't put Arcus on this node. I swear to God, do not do it. You'll actually hamper him by doing that. You want to put someone, personally, in my opinion, you want to put, all this is just my opinion, by the way. You want to put someone that can benefit from the other nodes added on this. The debuffs, that's good. It's not going to win you the fight. You mostly want to rely on the incinerate poison aspect of it, and then the feat of indestructible, and the power focus for your champion. So if you get a champion that has an unblockable L1 or some kind of weird, annoying, hard to evade L1 like Scorpion, or I don't know what other champions. Reach L1 defender, it's indestructible. Yeah, so. And then every time you get your power, they're just going to keep going indestructible. So people are going to want to try to nullify that. And I don't know if there's any... No, I think there's only one... what's her name? Purgatory. She would be able to handle this node very easily. She's incinerate immune, and she can nullify things. But yeah, other than her... But nobody's going to rank her up, right? So you got Arcus on the first one. You stack up, let's say you put... God, I wish I can get rid of that Defender's Place thing. How do I get rid of that? Let's say you put... who would be great? So you got Arcus. Let's say... Penny Parker. Let's say you put Penny Parker right here. Right? Who's going to beat this node? Who are you going to bring to beat this node? Who's going to beat Penny Parker that's immune to incinerate? Just think about it. That's how you have to think about it. You have to go through every one like that, though. See, I'm not a defensive placement person, but I could just tell, just like off common sense, what I would do personally off taking this path. I can tell you exactly the type of champions I would place on it, like the specific ones. So let's say you put her there. They're going to have to bring someone specifically for her that can beat her, but won't be able to beat Arcus. So that's 2 champions right there they have to bring. They have to waste 2 entire spots right there. Boom. Let's say the team is like most teams, and they're like, nah, bro, you got to fight fucking... 7 nodes or whatever it is. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nodes, not including the boss node. Let's say they say, oh, you got to do 6, so you got to do 2 champions at least with every single one. If you spread it out enough, they will not have enough champions to do it. They will have to double up some champion that doesn't make sense to fight one that they can't beat. They cannot possibly beat with that one. You put someone like Ebony Maw right here. You put Ebony Maw right here, it's GG's. They have to bring. I don't even know who you would bring, honestly. Ebony Maw, I think I faced him here one time. I believe I used. Who was that? I think I had to use Gladiator Hulk. And I literally had to force him to degenerate me. And it was the most pain in the ass thing I've ever done. I faced him more than once, so I do remember fighting with someone else. I believe it was Scorpion I probably used. I don't know, but the point is you're going to have to bring a specific champion that's not going to beat Arcus and that's not going to beat Penny. That champion's not... If you... Let's say you brought Scorpion or... I don't know, who else would deal with that? Ebony Maw, one up, you can't stun him. If you don't ban Doom, I think Doom would be able to do it. He would take some damage, and you'd have to be really careful. But let's say you bring Doom, that would be like the best case scenario, right? Let's just pretend it's the best case scenario, and you can bring any champion besides like Ghost, obviously, and Quake, or whatever the ones that are banned permanently. So that's 3 champions right there. Boom. They have to bring those 3. So they have Doom. They have, let's say they have Doom, Mephisto, and Scorpion, right? Or Doom, Mephisto, and whoever they bring for Penny. Whoever they put for Penny on this annoying ass, garbage ass trash node. Whoever can beat her and is Incinerate Immune, whoever that is. Maybe Annihilus can do it. I don't know. Maybe he could do it somehow. I don't know. But yeah, let's say that. That's 3 right there. And then you got this one. You got, where is it? Right here. Boom, another one. Blood in the Water. This one's pretty annoying. It has the special attack costs 50% less power. So let's say you put let's say you do leave Nimrod here. Nimrod is a decent one. His power thing would be very annoying if someone was dumb enough to keep allowing him to throw the L1. Personally, just my advice, if you do fight this node and you see Nimrod here, just hold your block until he gets to his L2. That's all you gotta do. Also use... Actually, that wouldn't work because you can use Scorpion here too. You can use Scorpion on both of them. He would actually kill him a lot quicker because the more L1s he throws, the more stings he would get, and the faster he's gonna die. So this is another good one for Scorpion. So let's say you put someone else instead on here. Someone more annoying. Let's say you put like Domino right here. If you put Domino right here, they have to bring... Who would you even... Domino. Incinerate Poison. See, you could put her in tier 2, but if you put her in tier 2, you give people the opportunity to use Centurion. So don't put her in tier 2. You'd want to put a Domino in tier 1. Because she'll be a lot harder to deal with. You could risk it and use someone like, Bishop or something like that, but she's probably going to kill you with her failure crap. I'm trying to think of a tech champion. Let's take a look. Incinerate Poison. Most of them are immune to poison, so I guess you'd have to bring someone like Omega Sentinel. She would be ideal. Nimrod would work, but see here's the thing that I'm trying to make the point. You won't have enough champions. You're not going to have enough champions to kill all these guys. You're simply not. And then you throw this shit on here. And you're like, bro, you have the counters, you should be able to do this one too, right? You have to throw another one on here that they cannot possibly counter with the ones that you know they could bring. Just think when you're placing, like, let's say you place domino right here or something. Let's just say you put domino there. Just think, okay, who can beat domino on this node? And would that domino, or whoever can beat that domino, would they be able to beat the one that's on the next node? Would that counter be able to beat the one that's on the next node? Would it be useful in tier 2 at all? And if the answer is yes, then you change up the defenders to where you can get them to where they all require a specific champion and they simply do not have enough counters. 99% of teams, I have yet to see a team take advantage of the fact that 7 only needs 1 counter. 8, I think, only needs 1 counter. I think it's all about buffs. Yeah, it's all about, but you could just probably bring Hercules and do the whole freaking thing. Or someone with, Venom or something. You can probably do the whole damn thing with Venom. Or, I guess people would probably use, if he's not banned, they would use Gallant for the entire pack. So nobody's taking advantage of that. So yeah, that's what you would want to do, guys. Definitely load up on 9. I probably should have made it a lot shorter and just explained it in that way. Long story short, place guys that you can't possibly fathom anyone having a counter for every single one, because it's physically impossible to bring 6 champions or 7. It's physically impossible. So you bring ones that require 1 counter that cannot be used on another node. And that's all you gotta do. The ones I've seen that are very annoying that require specific counters are the ones I named to you. There's also other ones. Let me look at my roster real quick. There's also other ones. Doom is annoying. Mojo is annoying on 9. Just anyone that has their own garbage. Rimtra is probably one of the most annoying in Wakan. Those two right there, I think I got absolutely annihilated by them one time before I got Scorpion. Anyone that does another debuff that you can't, especially Rupture, that's one that most people don't have a counter for, at least yet. So anyone who has a Rupture is extremely annoying. So yeah, Scorpion's the only counter to that. But then again, that's another situation. They have to bring Scorpion, so you would want to bring other defenders that Scorpion would be horrible against. Same thing with Wakan. Let's see, who else would be good? I'm not sure Dragon Man would be very wise, but there. You could. I don't think you'd want to put her. You could put. Let me think here. Who would be absolutely dog water? Bishop's one. He's going to throw incinerates. You would want to put him on the shock one though to make it even worse. So they'd need to be shock, incinerate, and bleed immune somehow. I don't know if there's a champion that is immune to all that, but yeah. Have fun with that shit. Obviously Penny Parker, I said. Mephisto, or Ebony Maw, I said. Nimrod could be good, but I think there's counters for him. A lot of them. The playstyle is the counter to him, basically. Let's see. Obviously, Vision Arcus, I told you him. If you know they're going to bring a metal champ, you might be able to bring Magneto as a defender to force them into either using a metal champ against him or forcing them to bring a champion that specifically is going to be used for Magneto. The same thing for Hyperion. If you have a 6-star somehow, rank 4, they're going to require immunities and they're going to require power drains, so that's super annoying. Dormammu, 6-star ranked up, he would be trash. Not sure if Infamous Iron Man would be good. I don't know if he would be any good. Karis would be good. Let me think. Wong would be good. He would be really good. He throws back damage like crazy on defense. So you'd not only have to play around with the debuffs, but you'd have to worry about his damage throwback. Man-Thing. You could put him on the... I believe... Yeah, you'd put him on the Shock Bleed. He would poison people. So you'd have to have Shock Bleed and Poison Immune, or a variation of at least one of them, or two. Or else either way, you're going to do a ton of damage, if not kill the person completely off. That's the goal, is to stop them completely, or force their backup to go down that path. Because they're probably not going to think ahead. At this tier, they're probably not going to think ahead. And have people take specific nodes or whatever, or crossover, or split the 9 in half. They're not going to do that at this tier. Havoc, he's another one. As far as I know, nobody's immune to Havoc's crap except Havoc, so yeah, he would be good on the shock one, because he could face himself on Incinerate and deal with it that way. Who else? You could possibly use Shrug Champions here. The ones that would be garbage on 7, like Crossbones, might be good on 9. Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, Sabretooth, he'd be annoying. Magic, if you somehow had a 6-star ranked up, she would do a decent amount of damage just from her limbo. Anyone with trash damage added on to the already stupid ass amount of debuffs, and you're just adding problems. Quicksilver would be good just because he's simply annoying. He has an evade mechanic, so that would be one thing to look out for. He could be good. I think War Machine would be good in tier 1. America Chavez would be extremely annoying in tier 1. Yeah, I'm sure there's quite a few of them, but yeah, you get the point. Just make a combination, guys. That's all I'm saying. The other paths are going to be a lot different. You're going to have to think a little bit harder on them, and I have to think a little bit harder on them so I can give you an actual guide for those. But for this one in particular, just for 9, I don't really need a specific guide. I'm just throwing out champions for you guys, and you can do whatever you want. It's more about extending the person's, making it where it's impossible for them to do everything. That's all you're trying to achieve on 9, I feel like. And yeah, or you can not listen to me and just throw whoever on there, and not take advantage of all the immunities that people would need to do this path, and maybe focus on other paths. I don't know what your defense is, but yeah, this is just my opinion. Definitely some of these middle ones I'm going to talk about next, I think. I could tell you right now, I don't even have to really say anything. 7 is trash. You don't need to place anyone really there. Just place all the ones you don't care about or don't have a spot for there, and then you could use that path as a way to better your defense overall. You could place the ones that you don't care about there, and then say, okay, who can we take these guys out for that would improve our other areas of defense? You can use that path as like a dump for everything, because besides Atuma and a couple others, there's really nobody that's going to get gonna get actual kills there. You might get lucky and get one, one with someone else magically, but I think I accidentally fell asleep during one fight and I still won. The only one that got me was Atuma. And yeah, Black Cat was difficult. I beat her, but she was very difficult. She was shrugging a lot and things like that. So anyway, yeah, guys, good luck. And yeah, hopefully you win your wars. Good luck this season. I will definitely drop another video explaining some of the other paths that I'm familiar with that are actually worth it. There's about 5 of them that are garbage, and you can just... I literally see people lose no health on them. They're so bad. The nodes are so easy. And the place, either that or the placement is so bad, maybe. I don't know. No, maybe nobody takes time to place anymore. I don't know. I used to sit here all for hours and just, look at the nodes, look at the champions that are available to me in everyone's roster. The most updated as possible, obviously, roster that everyone has. Pick out the best ones I could find, and then once I place them on the map, I'd say, okay, I could trade this guy for this guy, because although this one's a better defender, this one will be a better defender on this node because he has armor, or we benefit from buffet over time, whatever. You get what I'm saying. Anyway, guys, I need to get something to drink, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video, which will hopefully be a video... I've saved up units, as you can see. A video about... where is it? Grandmasters Gauntlet. So yeah, we're going to do Grandmasters units. The Grandmasters unit Gauntlet. We're going to do that again. I haven't done it since the first time, so I did practice on it though. It's definitely a unit show, man, but definitely look out for that one, man. I'm not gonna sit there and practice and do it 700 times like YouTubers do. I'm gonna just go in and do it with no practice. And just with the champions that I know will work, and then I'm gonna do it. Like, there's gonna be no redoing and trying to get a one shot on everything. So yeah, that should be interesting for you guys to watch, to see that somebody's actually a human and makes mistakes. So yeah, guys, have a good day, man. Tell me what you think about these packages too, by the way. Later.